And yeah, let's get into New Comic Book Weekly. So we start off with the weekly pull list, of course. So we're looking at scrolling down a little bit. We're looking at 9 comic books this week for, of course, March 11th, New Comic Book Day. We have $44, just under that $50 budget. Love to see it. A lot of cool stuff. We got some Absolute Batman, Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, continuation of the new DC Vertigo title with Bleeding Hearts. Got some great indies this week. Let's start off with Absolute Batman, okay? So that's the big ticket item this week, in my opinion. Of course, you have what's been going on with Batman and Absolute Poison Ivy, but then we get some intrigue over here. Those look like owls, don't they, huh? All right, so Court of Owls, the Absolute Court of Owls, getting introduced into the story. They were teased in the last issue. It's like Martha Wayne has something to do with the Court of Owls. So yeah, pretty cool. And of course we get some more Barbara Gordon. Hopefully she steps up, right? I have a theory. I think there was something with Absolute Robin came out today. I didn't see it, right? But apparently there's like a first look at Absolute Robin. But my theory before seeing that is that maybe Barbara Gordon becomes Absolute Robin. I don't know. I feel like that could be a cool twist. But yeah, so Absolute Ivy's got tendrils, and they continue to infect Gotham City. After the explosive reveal ending last issue, and the Batman continues to fight Poison Ivy's mutated monsters and winds up uncovering an even more gruesome horror that has embedded itself in the city's very foundations, all while the Joker's machinations start to coalesce in a partnership with a new ally. Oh wow, is Joker teaming up with the Absolute Court of Owls? That would not be good. But yeah, so Scott Snyder, we got Eric Kennett. I think Eric Kennett's got a great look. It's not Nick Rigoda, the main series artist, but I think it's really great stuff. And yeah, so the Seventh Kingdom, the second part of this little Absolute Batman arc. We got a lot of people in the chat talking about TMNT 16, so let's get into it. It's Yujigami versus Casey Jones with Raphael caught in the middle. The Yujigami has vowed to protect the Turtles from their greatest enemies, so why is he attacking Casey? Meanwhile, Shinigami goes behind Karai's back to make a power play of her own involving a dangerous new ally. The first step in their plan requires blood from a very specific target and in very large amounts. So we know that this character here, that I'm kind of zooming in on, has a mysterious background. I guess I don't want to spoil it if you haven't been reading TMNT, but they're going after and trying to kill all the enemies of the Turtles. For some reason, he's targeting Casey Jones. So what's up with that? I have no idea, but Raphael is caught in the middle trying to stop it. Excellent stuff, man. Continuing Jin Luen Yang and Freddie E. Williams. With Andrew Dahlhaus on the colors, I want to give a shout out to Andrew Dahlhaus because I really do think that the colors are elevating the read a lot for me. So yeah, great stuff with this TMNT series. Looking forward to that one. Let's talk about Transformers number 30, all right? Because we gotta have a talk, all right? So we gotta have a talk. So I think this starts a new arc. No, it doesn't. This might be the last one before Dan Mora leaves the title. And I think when Dan Mora leaves the title, I'm dropping Transformers. Is that a hot take, guys? Let me know in the chat. Anyone vibing with Transformers, and they don't think I should drop it? Because, man, it's losing me a lot. And as we'll get into in the big topic for today when I talk about everything on my pull list, I think I'm going to replace Transformers with Mask, another series in the Energon universe written by Dan Waters, who I'm a big fan of. So I think I'm going to replace Transformers with Mask. Let me know if that's crazy in the chat, but we're going to be picking up issue 30. We're going to ride out at least this arc while Dan Mora is doing the art. Who will lead the Autobots? It's Optimus Prime versus Elita 1, and the future of the Autobots hangs in the balance. One shall stand, and you know the rest. So Transformers 30 coming out this Wednesday. Not sure how I feel about the series overall. Let me know how you feel about it in the chat. Let's talk about Bleeding Hearts number 2. What an excellent issue number 1. Definitely, probably in the running for issue of the year is Bleeding Hearts number 1. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Dennis Camp, Stepan Morin, and Matt Hollingsworth can do with issue number 2. We know that the concept is a zombie story, but imagine if the main zombie had empathy for humans, right? So he doesn't want to eat humans. He has a heartbeat now, even though he's a zombie. So he's dealing with that. The zombie apocalypse like you've never seen it from Dennis Camp, writer of Absolute Martian Manhunter. A world overrun by flesh-eating zombies is the only world young Rabbit has ever known, and her mother Kara has done everything she can to get her ready to survive in it, but she never expected to meet a zombie who seemed to want to help her with this goal. So maybe this issue gives us the perspective of the mom and the daughter, right? That we meet at the very end of the last issue. Poke runs up on them, so maybe we'll get their side of the story, and then from there we'll get a super solid kind of scenario for the rest of the series, as Poke and this human are maybe going to be going on sort of like an adventure, I guess, right? So yeah, Bleeding Hearts #2, excellent stuff from Dennis Camp and the rest of the team. Very much looking forward to that one. Let's talk about a new #1, The Exorcism at Buckingham Palace. This is from writer Hannah Rose May. I'm a huge fan of Hannah Rose May. I think she's got really poignant and her writing has really been impressing me the last couple series, with Rogue's Gallery out of Image, and then The Exorcism at 1600 Penn, which is obviously the White House. I think that was a really fun series with Vanessa Del Rey on the artwork, so it was a really fun horror series. And Hannah Rose May is continuing it with The Exorcism at Buckingham Palace. So over across the sea, another exorcism, kind of like the royal family kind of intrigue there. And even though this one doesn't have Vanessa Del Rey on the art, it's got Kelsey Ramsey. I'm excited to see what Hannah Rose May can bring to another horror series. I think it's been pretty impressive stuff. So we've got, it's 5 a.m. at 10 Downing Street. The Prime Minister gets a call that bolts him upright out of bed. The royal family has been lost at sea. Parliament and Buckingham Palace explode with action in the aftermath. Some suspect the prince and his wife, the princess, were attacked. Others whisper their tragedy was the result of a long-standing family curse. Either way, Playboy and recovering addict Theo Belmont is next in line to the throne. Can he step up to the role, or will he be consumed by his demons? So yeah, if you're into horror series, like, look at this, dude. That's the vibes right there. You got the demon right behind the king or whatever. Like, that's what we're going for. So excited for this one to start up. Next up, let's talk about... So I'm not picking up Absolute Green Lantern, right? This is only on the app just so I can be reminded to check out the previous issue when it's out on DC Universe Infinite. That was a series that I dropped around, I don't know, issue 8. Unfortunate. Let's talk about Die Loaded #5. So I really love Die Loaded. The world of Die is so interesting, from Kieran Gillen and Stephanie Hans. One of the most beautiful books on stands is really beautiful stuff from Stephanie Hans here. This one says, listen, in Die, there is a realm where there's nothing but islands, and each is a better world. What can be wrong with that? Players can be wrong. So a new kind of area in the world of Die, it seems like we're going to be exploring in this issue. I like the party that they're quickly building, like each issue. The party is getting bigger and bigger, and it just continues to be a really fun world that I'm glad I got to see continue. Like, if you guys haven't read Die yet, it's really one of the hidden gems out of Image Comics. It really is really good stuff. Two more things to talk about this week. Masterminds #4. This one's pretty fun. It's kind of like an escape room type of vibe from Zach Kaplan. I'm a big fan of Zach Kaplan's stuff. I think he's a really strong sci-fi writer. This just isn't like my favorite series of his. It's like less of the sci-fi, and it's more of like it's more about the scenario itself. And yeah, it's interesting, but it's not my favorite Zach Kaplan series. But I'm still going to pick it up. I think I really like supporting Zach Kaplan as a writer. And then the last thing we're talking about is High Strangeness. This has artwork from Dave Chisholm. Dave Chisholm is on such a roll lately. He did the Is Ted Okay series, which is a new series out of Mad Cave that I think everybody should be checking out. But Dave also worked on Spectrum. Dave also worked on Plague House, another issue of High Strangeness earlier, and then yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like, Dave Chisholm has just been on a really hot streak lately, and yeah, continuing it with High Strangeness #5. It's kind of like an anthology series that focuses on different conspiracy theories, I guess. So you know, some of them have been about UFOs, some of them about Bigfoot, and yeah. So High Strangeness #5 is coming out this week as well. But that's gonna be it for the weekly comic book pull list. 9 pulls, just under that $50 budget I like to stay under. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you're most excited for. I think my you know, must pick up of the week, it's got to be Bleeding Hearts #2, and then of course Absolute Batman #18, just to continue that story with the Absolute Court of Owls. Really interesting stuff there from Scott Snyder. So yeah, that's what we have. Let me know down in the comments what you're excited to read, while you're down there. Like if you like, sub if you love, and yeah, another week of great comic books. For those that don't know, New Comic Book Weekly is something that I do every single Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern. We go over the pull list, we go over the comic book reviews, and then we do a big topic that I don't even know what we do. Like, I don't even know what the big topic is before we start recording. I decide on it like an hour before. But yeah, so join me every single Monday at 4 p.m. for New Comic Weekly. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and read more comics.